Hi Nikki, so I'm Katie McClure. I apologize for the roughness of this video. I'm just actually shooting it on my iPhone. So hopefully it comes through alright. I'm basically just going to be running through choreography as I would be teaching it to a child, so I'll just start with my regular introduction and jump in. This is all assuming that we've done a little bit of a warm-up. So, hi boys and girls, my name is Katie McClure, you can call me Miss Katie, and we're just going to be running through, I'm going to be teaching you a hip-hop routine today. So, we're going to be doing, learning the footwork all first, and then incorporating the arms into it afterwards. So, you don't need to do the arms, they're kind of, once you become familiar with the feet, you can add them in as an extra bonus. So let's get started just with the footwork. So the first step is we're going to take our right knee and we're going to just raise it straight up. So we're just going to go one. It's nice and easy. Let's just all do that. Go up. Okay? Doesn't need to be up really high or anything. Just about level with your hip. So the second movement is we're going to take our right leg and we're just going to plant it down, crossing over our left. Okay? So we have 1, 2. Alright? Let's all do that together. Ready? 1, 2. Alright. So now, the third step, we've got our right crossed over our left. Or the third step is that our left is just going to step out to the left. So it's going to come out from behind the right leg. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Okay? So can we all do just those 3? And ready? 1, 2, 3. Now, the fourth step is not a step at all, actually. We're going to just lean to the left. Okay, now when you lean, what you really want to do is you want to put the bottom, you want the weight from your hips to go forward, and you want the weight from your shoulders to go backwards. Okay, so your body should really be moving in 2 different directions slightly. So your feet are going to stay pointed forward, your hips are going to be pointed on a diagonal this way, and your shoulders are actually going to be pointed on the same diagonal, but they're going to go back instead of forward. Okay, so that is our fourth step. Let's just all try leaning back. Lean back, lean back, lean back. Okay, let's just try that. And let's just, for good practice, let's do it the other way too. So point your hips to the left and your shoulders to the left, and you're just going to hips forward, shoulders back, and back, and back. Okay, so that is our fourth beat, alright? So it goes 1, 2, 3, lean back. Okay, let's just try that all together. 5, 6, 7, 8. Knee up, cross, step, back. Okay, let's try that again. And 5, 6, 7, 8. Up, cross, step, back. Alright, now these are the hand movements that you can either incorporate now if you've already got it, or you can incorporate them later as you start to get more familiar with the footwork. So when our knee goes up, we're just going to put our arms up like a muscle man. Okay, like we're flexing our muscles. They're going to go up at the same time. So it's going to go 1. So we've got our knee up and our arms in a muscle man pose. Okay, when we cross our legs, we're also going to cross our arms. Okay, so they're not changing levels, like our elbows are going to stay at the same level, but we're just going to fold down our forearms so that they're crossed. So we've got 1, 2. Okay, now when we step out to the left, we're also going to slide our arms out. So they're kind of mimicking what our feet are doing. So they're going to, again, stay level, stay at the position that they're at, but they're just going to slide apart from the cross. Okay, so we're really just moving our elbows apart. Ready? So the whole thing would be 1, 2, 3. Alright? So now the lean back, all you're going to do is you're going to take your fists and they're going to slide down the side of your body as you lean. So the 4 is just going to be them coming down the side of your body as you lean back. Okay? So the whole thing, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So it is pretty quick, so you want to make sure that all of your movements, your feet and your arm movements, are pretty compact. Nothing needs to be really big or over the top. So really, the tighter it is, the faster and crisper it can be when you need to speed it up. Ready? So if we take our piece, let's just do it at a count of 5, 6, 7, 8. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. It's much easier when we're doing it all nice and tight in together to get our foot movements and arm movements out in those counts. And we're doing it really slow right now, but as we speed up, it'll be a helpful hint that you'll find it easier to not get your legs all tangled up on yourself. Okay, ready? So let's just try this one more time before we move on. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, we're going to take that 4 that we just learned, and we're going to do it again, but we're going to do it the other way. So rather than going left to right, we're going to go right to left. Okay, so this time when we pick up our knee, we're going to be starting with our left knee. Okay, so we've got same steps. We're going to go 1, cross left over right, step right out, and lean. Okay, so it's the exact same thing, just going the other way. Let's just try it slowly. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's try that again a little bit faster. Again, try to make sure that your steps aren't too big. You don't need to travel that much, and that your arms are nice and stable, nice and strong, and somewhat close to your body. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Now there's a couple different ways that you can do the slide down. One way is to take your fist down the sides of your body. The other would be to just slam them down. Either way is fine. You can these are areas where you can kind of add in your own personal flair. One of the great things about hip hop is that it has a lot of character to it. So you can make moves more interesting by really adding in a lot of that attitude and that sass. Let's try the whole thing going both left to right. Ready? And 5, 6, 7, 8. Hup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So that was a little bit fast. We can take it down a little bit to make those moves nice and sharp. At every hit, what you should be doing is thinking about punching that spot. So you want it to be really sharp, 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 so that if anybody were to take a picture of you at any one of those beats, they would have a perfectly positioned photograph. So just think about hitting that first pose as if someone's taking a photograph. It's snap, 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 snap. Okay? All of them should be very crisp and sharp. So ready? Let's try it again. We'll do it at a count. We'll do it a little bit slower just so that we can work on the crispness of it. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Excellent. Now let's try it a little bit faster before we try it with music. Ready? We're going to go 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome. You're doing great. So now let's try to put on some music with this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's a lot faster with music, as you can tell. Let's try that again. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, let's try it one more time before we add anything else on. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Excellent. You guys are doing fantastic. Now, the next part that we're going to be doing is another area where you can add in a little bit of your own flavor. What you're going to be doing is just going step together, step together, step together, step. You're doing it on a little bit of an angle going forward. Okay, so you're leading with your right foot, and it's going step, and then the left foot is coming in to meet it. And then step, left foot comes in to meet it, step, left foot comes in to meet it, and then you're going to end with the right, okay? So that's going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, okay? Now, here's where you can add in some flavor and make it a little bit more interesting. You can do whatever you want with your arms, okay? What I would like to see is them just going from low to high. However you want to do that. You want to do a little rumba action. You want to do a hand wave. That's awesome too. Maybe you just want to kind of shimmy. Whatever you want to do with your arms is excellent. Just change it up. Make it your own. I personally like the hand wave. Okay? But you don't have to go with that. To do a hand wave, you want to think about your hands kind of flowing through sand or flowing like water. Okay? So to do that, you're going down with your hands and creating waves with them. See that? So if you do want to do that, all you're doing is you're starting down low and you're working your way up like a slithering snake up a tree. Okay? The other thing that you can do to add a little bit more flavor into this section is to really throw some hip into it. So the way that you can do that is to pretend like your hip is the heaviest part of your body and that it is really leading you. So pretend that there's an imaginary line in front of you, and what you want is for your hip to be the first thing that crosses over that line. Okay? So when we're doing our step with our right, we're really pushing our hip out first. So technically our hip is beyond the step. Okay? So we'd go 1, 2, 3, 4. See that? Where you're moving it constantly forward with your hip, so it's almost like your hip is dragging the rest of your body. Okay? So let's just try just the footwork there. Just those 4 counts. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you're not comfortable with the hip, don't worry about it. You don't need to do it. You can just do it as steps. It can just be 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't change it that much. Again, it's just a different way of adding in a little bit more spice, a little bit of flavor to it. So let's try it with the arms now. Again, you can do whatever arms you want, whatever you're most comfortable with. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Now, let's try to add that on to what we just learned, the 8 counts that we learned before. Ready? Let's try just the footwork for the whole thing. Then we'll do it again with the arms in as well. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, sorry, let me try to speak that in English. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, knee up, cross, step, and lean. Up, cross, step, and lean. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So it just goes right into it. There is no real pause or hesitation there. So let's try that again with the arms. I started to do the arms a little bit at the end. My mistake. So let's try it again with the arms. Ready? And 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oops, sorry. Let's try that again. Ready? And 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's do it all from the beginning. This time, let's try to pick it up a little bit faster. So rather than going 1, 2, 3, 4, let's pick it up to 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So let's get that kind of beat in. Because when we do it with the music, this is about how fast it's going to be. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's super fast, right? Let's do it again.